Okay, so this is my resume for week 2 in Porto, and wanted to show you. I'm just past the cemetery, and there's a few things to see there too. So I'm going to show you at the end here a bit of the cemetery, and I didn't come here purposely, but I wanted to get towards the river, and I did take a few little bit of a video of the river. So my experience this week, well, I had a chance, and it was a wonderful opportunity to go and see a Rotary Club here. And I chose my Rotary Club well. It's a brand new club from 2009, and it's called Porto Portugal. And it was a great experience. They did their meeting in Portuguese, but after the meeting they always have a social time, and I spent some time with them speaking English and learning a lot from them about what the situation in Portugal is all about, and they were very courteous to me, and I really appreciate that. The learning Portuguese is coming along, slowly but surely, and I'm hoping that I'm making some good progress. I know I understand a lot more. The speaking is still coming slowly. I can certainly order things and talk a little bit to people, but it is limited at this time. One of the words that's really important in Portuguese is push, and that really means to pull. So when you see push on a door, it doesn't mean push, it means pull. There's lots of traps like that in Portuguese you have to be careful of, in any language, false friends as they're called. As you know, I also had a chance to go to the Café Majestic and spend a bundle of money, but it was all for a good cause, and I think you get a chance to see some of the fancier stuff from the 1920s, and actually probably architectural style slightly before that, although that's when it was actually opened. But it is very busy there most days, and I happened to get in on a good day when it wasn't so busy. So hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you haven't seen it, you'll find it on the YouTube site. Other things, the Casa de Musica that I visited last Sunday was just fabulous. I have some tickets for Anne-Marie and I to go to the symphony, and I'm hoping to stop by on my way back and get a reservation for dinner before the 8:30 performance. And lastly, I'm going to try and keep this short this time, not go too long. I just wanted to comment on the showing of affection in Portuguese culture. I suppose all Latin cultures, but I certainly notice it here. And I gotta say that we Anglo-Saxons are way too restrained in our hugging and kissing and making sure that we show people our love for them. So it's important to think about, I think, like everything else in life. And I had a bit of a discussion with some of the Rotarians afterward. The meeting actually went till about 11, and I didn't actually get home till about 12:30. So they and I talked a little bit about that difference, and they understand it, but it is a real difference between the two cultures, North American and English and German and the cultures from the Latin areas, for sure. Sure see a lot of affection in public for older people and younger people too, and kids and everybody. So that's it for this week too. I was going to do something about the crisis in Portugal, but I decided that was a little too heavy a topic for you and quite complex. But maybe on my return we can talk some more about that. Learned a lot about that as well. All right, so here's a bit of the fountain that's here, and I'll show you a little bit of the cemetery right at the end here. Have a good week, everybody, and we'll talk to you next week.